down there here for a good, I'd say 10 minutes, maybe more. Ball in play, handled by third, and throw over to first for out number 3. So MacNSeitz leaves one stranded right there. And still a really, really close matchup. I think maybe a piece of the equipment overheated there, and we've got it cooled back down, and appreciate you guys being patient with us, but the stream is back up. And it looks like MacNSeitz will stick with Crowther out there for the 6th inning. A short audio break here, folks, as I make a couple of adjustments here and try to keep this stream up for you. Appreciate you joining us out here on YouTube and Twitter. If you are watching us, please do me a favor and drop a like on the video. If you're so inclined, leave a comment for your favorite player. Appreciate you watching us. Deep fly ball, center field, and Tucker Lee grabs that one for out number 1. So in 2 innings back-to-back, Crowther ends up with 1 pitch and 1 out. Made relative quick work for Midland this last half inning he pitched. And a foul ball. Man, that one was incredibly close. Right down the line. Home plate umpire was looking straight down the line, walking as that ball was in the air. So he had a good look at it. That is number 23, Baker, at the plate. His bottom of the order for Midland, but came up with a good one in his first plate appearance. Oh, and he chases that one, but he's able to get the bat on it, but Bryson Spear gloves it. Well, that'll be back to the top of the Midland order, and that's Fensky, number 13, at the plate. So we're back to that pivotal lefty versus lefty matchup. And he misses outside on that first one. He brings that one back inside just a little bit more, and that goes out on the outside corner of the plate. Now 1-1 count. Fenske fouls that one back right on top of it. You can always tell when the ball goes straight back on a foul ball. If it goes straight back, that means their timing was perfect. Their barrel was just a little bit off. Could be up or down. In this case, it was just a little below the ball. Fly ball, right side. And out number 3. So MacNSeitz goes 1-2-3, holding Midland, and still looking for some offensive run production to get back in this. Close affair, 2-1, favor of Midland. Once again, thanks for joining us, folks. Short audio break here. I'll leave you with a little tequila. All right, a couple fun ones there. Tequila and then a little YMCA. But now Henry Block up at the plate. Making a big adjustment there, getting the bat on the ball, but rolling foul. Oh, and he takes a strike there. Now an 0-2 count. Tell you what, Block is a good fastball hitter. Big, strong kid, good exit velocity when he gets that bat on the ball. But he struggles with that off speed, and that off speed gets him right there. Hangs his head a bit there as he makes his way back to the dugout. But tell you what, one of my favorite players to kind of cheer on and watch. Old Henry Block, great teammate. Well, that'll put us back at the top of the lineup here, folks, and that's Fields, number 23, out at the plate. Made a nice catch out there in right field to end the last half inning. And that ball missing outside. So Strom continues to work on the bump there for Midland, and he's thrown pretty much a gem of a game so far. Had a number of strikeouts, at least 3 looking. And only given up 1 run so far. You always ask yourself, is that more to do with, great defense behind him? Is it the great pitching and the locations with the strikeouts and an overpowering type of performance? Is it the guys just not putting the ball in play? And so a number of those strikeouts coming looking. You never know if that has to do with more of an expanded strike zone or if it has to do with the fact that guys are just not swinging the bat. And I tell you, it's always better off. I'd rather see a kid go down swinging than I'd like to see him go down looking. But it's tough because when you have an expanded strike zone, as sometimes these guys do. Ball in play, this one right over to third. And that'll be good for out number 2. but you never want to chase a ball that's and get into a bad habit of chasing balls. And so I certainly understand why guys don't chase pitches. But, man, when you start to see it happen, and once, twice, just don't let it happen a third time. And, well, that brings up number 4, Alex Kilman. And I tell you what, he absolutely crushed a double here on his last plate appearance, left field. And he's out a little bit early on that one, probably excited for another plate appearance. Good to see him stroking the ball. And I tell you what, this guy, if there's a sleeper on the team, it's Kilman, man. Good ball in, but great glove by the third baseman. And that is out number 3. So Midland very quickly, 1, 2, 3 for MacNSeitz, and it's just the run production. My goodness. But that will take us to the 7th, folks. That'll be the final inning. MacNSeitz will need to look to hold Midland here and then come up with at least one run. And I've got to go back in and take a quick look at the GMB tournament rules. This is the first GMB tournament that we've played in. But typically in pool play, you don't go to extra innings. And if you don't go to extra innings and MacNSeitz is only able to come up with one to tie the game, then you end up in a draw. And so need to hold Midland here and come up with 2 for the win. Paxton Crowther will take the hill again for the 7th inning and looking for a complete game. We'll go on a quick pause here as we look to finish this one out next. All right, here we go. Top of the 7th. This is the final inning. And Paxton Crowther with 79 pitches, 46 strikes. And that'll be number 99, Schaefer, for Midland, leading off. Hitting in the 2-hole, and so this is the heart of the lineup for Midland. Figuring this is the 3rd or possibly 4th plate appearance against the same pitcher, and that typically gives a good advantage to the hitter. Complete game effort right here. And starting out, only 79 pitches. Ball right back to Pax, and that is going to be good for out number 1. Well, it's been a great game. I tell you what. We've seen some really great defensive plays out there in the infield and in the outfield. And Schaefer continues. At bat for Daniels. He works back to a full count. And he fouls that one off. Pop up. This one is super high. Miscommunication there with a bat. Pop up. And Wingrove pulls that in for out number. Well, this will be the heart of the lineup for MacNSeitz, and if there's an Crowther will lead off, followed by Tucker Lee and Cade Pearson. And then was subsequently thrown out. Those distinctions that you just don't see in some of the fields that we're used to playing on, where it gets all the way out to a fence. That fence is really holding that ball in from getting back farther, and so the players are able to get. And Becky Wilson's I believe she's probably in Kansas today, right? So Becky Wilson joining Midland. But again, just kind of finishing my thought there on some of those field constraints, you have to kind of success. Off the end of the bat. So no good luck there, and off. It's an 0-2 count all the same. And 16 looked like he went to his Count. So after getting down 0-2 to start, down to our last 2 outs in order to come back on this effort. Tell he kind of wanted that last one. Nice breeze coming in from the right field. Lee goes down looking for the second time. But unhappy, never solved any runs. Pearson fouls this first one back. And I do apologize, folks. I don't know. But well foul. Take a pitch here. A complete game effort here for the Midland pitcher as well. And that'll do it for us today out here. Pretty tough effort in this second one. Hats off to Midland. The great effort in a close matchup here. Looks like the kids are going to tournament and hope that MacNSeitz can kind of turn things around. And thanks for joining us. That'll do